Okay, hello, welcome back to my channel. I have to hurry up and unmute and start the game before I run out of time, but we are talking about dating, and my sister's going to talk about a creep that she dated. Hello?
Hi.
Hi. Okay, so I had to hurry. All right, so...
Yeah, I was like, oh no, the game started.
Yeah, I know. I was like, oh shit, I gotta hurry. Okay, so
And
we are on part 3 of our dating and relationships that we really expected to only be one video, but Holly thought of a creep story that she wants to tell, and I'm very excited about this.
well, there's this one, and then there's also another important guy that I completely forgot about.
Oh my gosh, this is great. All right, so part 3 of dating and relationships. Go ahead, Hal.
Okay, so let me start with one. This was when I was 15.
Okay,
I want to start by saying I never officially dated this guy, but he is still one of the most significant relationships I've had. Okay, so this one is actually almost a longer story. So, after me and the middle school guy broke up, and I stopped really hanging out with the kid who lived on our street. I think they moved not long after this.
Yeah. Yeah, wasn't there some drama there?
Oh my gosh, there was so much drama about that.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, we can.
I actually just messaged. Remind me to talk about that. I'm just going to talk to you about that in private. But,
yeah.
So anyway, I had become really close, like over right about the time, because my cousin Daniel, our cousin Daniel, had been visiting when me and the middle school guy actually broke up, like officially for the last time. And it was really hard on me because our breakup wasn't pleasant. I caught him like just being way too handsy with my best friend, and it was just really, it was a bad time. So I got home after that, and
Wait, Daniel was visiting when you and him broke up?
Yeah, Daniel was there.
I'm surprised that Daniel didn't.
Okay, so I was like, I don't know why, but when Daniel first got there, I was being like really quiet and like not really talking to him very much.
Oh, okay.
And he was mostly talking to Tracy. But my ex's best friend actually called me and was like, hey, I just saw your friend go over to your boyfriend's house, and I think we should go catch them in the act, because we had been like suspecting that something weird had been going on, you know? So we both go over there and we caught them. They weren't doing anything, but it was just obvious that they were being like really flirty and touchy, and
right.
It was just really unpleasant to walk in on. And eventually I was like, we just split up, and I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. And so I got home and my cousin was there, and I was clearly upset about something. And for some reason, I just like wasn't talking to him about it. Even though we were always really close growing up, I was just being weird. And
okay, black hole, can you stop?
What'd you say?
Oh, sorry, I'm yelling at the black hole. You go ahead.
Oh my gosh, it just keeps pulling you up and down.
Yep.
You're stuck. Can you push the jump button to maybe like hop away from it?
I'm trying.
Oh no.
Okay. Well, go ahead and tell your story.
Okay, we'll just watch you bounce up and down till you run out of time. Anyway, so Daniel was like, hey, talk to me about this. Like, clearly something's upsetting you. You need to talk to somebody. And I was like, okay, you know what? You're right. And I explained the whole thing to him. He comforted me. He made me feel better. And like that summer, he like we were always close, but like he literally became my best friend. And you know, after that, he would come visit all the time. Every break he had, every summer break, every spring break, everything. So then when I was 15, I was like, okay, I'm gonna come to you this summer. So I went and spent a summer in California with my cousin. And even though we had a lot of fun while I was there, he was dating this girl who I really didn't like, and he was like really wrapped up in her. So I spent a lot of time on the computer just like chatting on like MSN Messenger and AIM and stuff. And I ended up talking to this kid who I had met once through my old best friend, who lived like an hour away from us near where her aunt lived. And he basically we bonded over chatting through Messenger, and a mutual distaste for this person who was my friend but was very, very, very flawed. And I kind of just vented to him about how she made me feel horrible about myself, and he made me feel better about myself, and it was kind of, that sort of thing. Is it gonna let you stop? The time ran out.
Never. I'm just stuck here forever.
This is horrible.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
It was just
Don't
it was
talk
just
me
kind
about
of
Get that out
it
of
was
your
just
mouth.
kind of a well.
Go put that in the junk drawer. Sorry, Lucas had something in his mouth that he shouldn't. I don't care. You put it in your mouth. It's not yours anymore. Put it in the junk drawer. What is happening? Why am I just stuck and I can't do anything?
You can't do anything now?
Nope. This game
You want
hates
to
me.
start? Do you want to start again?
Oh, it froze. Okay, golf with your friends is not responding. Okay, hold on.
Oh, okay. You can re-invite me. You want to pause it?
No, not yet. I'm just gonna see if it chills out. There we
Okay.
go. Okay, now it's working again.
So yeah, basically we just ended up talking all summer, and then I ended up seeing him, and I don't even know how to explain this relationship, but he was just like the nicest human. Like he was so nice to me, and he treated me so well, and he was like one of my best friends. And I have so much love for this kid, even still today. He's just great.
Why don't I know who this person is?
He lived by my friend's aunt, like an hour away, and that's the only time I really saw him until
Oh, wait.
I hung out with him that one time, and you guys thought he
Yep.
was some rando off the
Yep.
internet.
I know exactly who you're talking about. I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. That
But-
kid was very nice.
I actually almost, not to get weird, but there was a moment of considering losing my virginity to that kid. Like,
Oh, wow. Well, I remember he even took in stride the fact that we were not super nice to him because we thought he was some rando, and he was very understanding about that.
He was. He's literally, like, I'm not exaggerating when I say he is just the best guy. Like, that, I don't want to say, like, my husband's not, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. He's just super, super nice, and Jay's this
Yeah.
evil monster, so.
Exactly. I understand.
Oh, just kidding, Jay.
But
And super
yeah, so-
just kidding, Augie. Your father is amazing, just so we're clear.
It's okay. He knows. He knows it is fun. I'm just kidding. So yeah, that there was that, and we ended up actually the last time we had like anything romantic going on,
Mhm.
I actually went over there, and for some reason it was just like he had a girlfriend,
Mhm.
and so obviously we weren't gonna be like we had been.
Yeah.
And I remember we were just like, he came over one night, he snuck into her aunt's basement like he always did,
Mhm.
and we hung out, and then we were standing by the door, and for some reason I just like knew that was just kind of it. Like I don't know, it was just this weird feeling I had that was kind of the end of us as a thing.
Yeah.
So I gave him a hug and I kissed him on his cheek, and then he left, and that was just it. And I mean, we still talk all the time, like we're still good friends and everything, but you know,
Yeah.
it felt really dramatic. I don't know how to explain it.
I know what you mean.
But yeah, so there was that one that I just for some reason totally glossed over. Maybe because we didn't actually officially date ever.
Right.
And then there was this kid. Okay, so you know this kid.
I do.
Yeah, not well or anything, but I can guarantee you know of this kid. So, how did I meet him? I genuinely don't remember how we met. It had to have been at school. He's like a couple years younger than me. And he was like, he had like the long black hair, you know, like I was into that style.
Yep.
And he lived across the street.
Mhm.
And, or no, did he? I don't remember. He hung out over there. He had a friend
Okay.
over there. And, no, he didn't. He lived in town, because I remember where he lives now.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, we kind of started talking, and I don't know, he was just like he had the long black hair, and he was kind of edgy, and he was kind of an asshole, and I don't know, that appealed to me for some reason, even though I had no interest in dating anybody at that point. He just kind of drew me in somehow. And we dated for like 2 weeks, And he never really treated me great the whole time. Like, he always kind of talked to me like I was stupid, and it got on my nerves. And so I would vent to his best friend about it.
Mm-hmm.
And his best friend did the whole, like, nice guy thing where he was like, yeah, he's awful to you. I would treat you so much better. And
Oh, God.
yeah, and for some reason I fell for that too. And like had a big crush on him, so I would like skip one of the classes that I had that was near his class, and he would skip, and we would just like walk the halls together, and talk. And then eventually, that kid ended up cheating on me. Like he had people comment on his MySpace, these two girls, about how while he was at his mom's house, I think, in the city, like in one city over, they had so much fun with him, and they should really do it again next weekend, winky face, just stuff like that. And I was like, oh, okay. And I confronted him about it. I called him and I was like, what the hell is this? And then he was like, you know what, if you're gonna be like this, I don't think we can be together. And I was like, oh, okay. So we broke up. And then I ended up dating his best friend, and it was just awkward, and we didn't click. And then when I broke up with him, he wrote me this big long letter about how he was never going to love anybody else, and I destroyed his life, and blah blah blah.
The best friend did?
Yeah, best friend did. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Yeah, so they were both weird. But the one kid, the creep kid, the first one that cheated on me, he ended up, when I started dating Jay, he sent him this big long message about how he was gonna get me back, and he better watch his back because he's got a machete and he's not afraid to come after him. And he's gonna, he just threatened him over and over again and kept sending him like threatening messages to the point where Jay considered like filing a police report.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Super sane and rational.
Yeah, and also at the same time, my M friend from before was messaging him about how it should have been him. And
oh Lord, so I'm surprised that Jay even dated you.
Yeah, it was absolutely insane.
It was like, girl.
Yeah, I was never that desirable growing up. I didn't have that many guys after me, so I don't know why, like, all of a sudden I was like the girl who everybody was gonna marry, and they demanded it.
So funny.
But yeah, so then but this is you know him. He calls himself Murder something around town.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Oh man. I'm gonna hold on. You know what? I'm gonna text you.
Okay. Murder something, huh? There we go. Finally. Oh my gosh. Only 6 over par.
Yeah, I can't. I'm at 9 and I can't freaking get this. Oh, I'm at least up here now. Okay, I messaged you that kid.
Oh my gosh. That kid?
Yeah.
You dated that kid?
I did date that kid right before Jay.
Oh my gosh. I had no idea. I love his mom.
Yeah.
She's so sweet.
His mom is a very nice person. I don't know what the hell happened to him.
I don't
But he's
either.
like somebody who, if somebody said that, and I don't want to be like, I know this is a sensitive topic, but I mean this wholeheartedly. If somebody were to say like somebody shot up somewhere and it was him, I would not be surprised in the slightest.
Yeah, I know a few people like that too. It's really scary.
Yeah. So, yeah, I dated that kid.
Wow. Holy moly. Well, I'm not at all surprised hearing that story that that's who that was.
Yeah. So, those were the two that I had forgotten about that were pretty important. But
Yeah, I would say so. I'm trying to think if there's anybody that I dated that I forgot about. Like, I would feel really bad if I forgot about anybody, like, super important. Like, I remembered Joel. I remembered the E one. I remembered both of my children's fathers.
You named all of the ones I remember. Well, there was also F, who you were dating for like a moment.
Oh, you mean, yeah, when I said that there was two of Tracy's.
Oh,
Fred.
okay, he was one of them.
Yeah, because like that was like a 30-second relationship, and then the rest of it was him following me around, begging me to date him again, and telling everyone that we were oh so in love, and asking if Matthew was his, even though there was no conceivable way for Matthew to be his.
kid. I had no
Yeah.
idea how this works.
Yeah, like he wasn't really 100% sure how babies were made. I'm fairly certain.
Oh.
The
well,
best part
right.
is when Brenda's ex, who shall remain nameless, told
I can't believe it's out there.
told people that that particular ex was probably Matthew's real dad. The funniest part to me was like the week before he did that, he had me on, or no, it wasn't the week, it was months before, because it was I think before me and Matt even got together. This ex of Brenda's was like, you know, ex-boyfriend is complaining that you won't sleep with him. I don't understand why you won't sleep with him. And I was like, because we broke up like 6 months ago. And so he knew that none of that was going on, yet he still chose that to be my secret baby's father.
Oh man.
And I thought that was the funniest thing ever. Almost as funny as the fact that at least one person believed it. And I was like, did none of you learn how babies were made?
I actually remember you telling me, like, about that,
Mhm.
about people saying that, and I was like, and saying that exact thing when I
Yeah.
was like 12 years old. Like, do they
Mhm.
understand that I never even did that? Like,
Yeah.
they all know this.
Yeah, like that was his biggest complaint, was that I wouldn't do that, and everybody wanted to know why. And I was like, because I broke up with him months ago.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
also because I don't need a reason. I don't want to.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. But like,
I hate that.
he
Thinking that you
literally,
need to get abused.
he would like, this guy would, okay, so I'm going to tell you guys about this guy that I dated briefly. I barely dated this guy. And I broke up with him because he was just too much. He was whiny and just, he was a lot, and I just couldn't handle him. And even after we broke up, he just did not want to accept that we were broke up. And so he would like I would find him sleeping in my bed when I got home from work, because like I said, I worked 3 jobs. And so, you know, I would leave one job, walk straight from that job to my next job, and end up walking home because I was saving to buy a car. So I did not have a car yet. So I would be walking home at like 2 o'clock in the morning, because my evening job that I worked was at a bar that was also a restaurant, but I would cocktail a lot too. So like I was the waitress, but I would cocktail a lot too. So I was like at a bar until like 2 in the morning, and I was like 18 years old. And this guy, I would find him sleeping in my bed, and I would end up having to go find somewhere else in my own house to sleep, or I would go stay at my best friend's house with her and her daughter and her boyfriend at the time, because this dude would be in my bed sleeping, and I would be like, why are you here? Why are you in my room? We were trying to replace the door on my bedroom, and he refused to do it. I ended up having to have one of my guy friends do it, or maybe I did it myself, because he refused to do it, because he said he didn't want to put the door on my bedroom because it had a good lock, and then I would be able to lock him out.
So creepy.
Yeah, I would find him sleeping in my bed, and I would always say to him, dude, do you remember when I broke up with you? Which time? All of them. Every time. Because you'd think only one time is all I would have to break up with this guy. But nope, I had to break up with this kid at least once a week, because he would not accept that we were not together. And this went on for so long that I had a whole nother relationship, got pregnant with the other guy's child, and he still questioned if it could be possible that he was the father. Like, buddy, no. Do we need to have a conversation about the birds and the bees? Because it's fully not possible for you to be the father to this child.
Maybe he was like
And-
requesting that like you just let
Yeah,
me.
like, would it be okay if I become the father to this baby? Can you just lie to everyone? Nope.
Oh man, he would come out and there would be there's no way that Matthew could
Yeah. And
ever be that.
yeah, exactly. Because I'll tell you one thing, guys. This guy had flaming orange hair, and my son is half Mexican. Or I guess not half, but
He looks like half Mexican. Like
yeah. He very much his father's child.
he's like a quarter, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a quarter, because Matt's half. So he's like
Yeah, that's what I thought.
25%.
I thought that.
But yeah, he, and I remember when I want to say it was when I was pregnant, I was a little concerned because he apparently told my sister and her boyfriend, that he was looking for a house to buy in the town that we live in because I might want to move in with him, with me and my baby. And just so we're clear, I super did not want to move in with him.
Yeah.
With
not,
anyone.
not even in the slightest.
Yeah. Like, nothing about me wanted to move in with this guy. And he did not understand that I did not want to date him. And I would honestly like to hear the story that he tells of our relationship, because I'm really curious how long he thinks we dated for, because it was maybe 2 weeks. Maybe. And I'm just really genuinely curious to know if he agrees with that, or if he thinks that we dated for, like, who knows how long.
I'm willing to bet the one.
Yeah, because like I said, the other guy, the guy that I dated right before I met Bob, the guy that I don't even think you ever even met because he was so forgettable, he, like I said, it went, like, even to this day, if I talk to him, he will tell you that we dated for like a year and we were so in love, and nope, we super didn't at all. So,
What is with these guys thinking that, like,
I don't know, like, relationships are far more serious. That was like my my guy BFF. He told me at one point that the blonde guy that I dated for 9 months,
yeah.
he told me that I was the one that got away for him, and that one of his exes was the one that got, and I was like, I don't have any that got away. I have ones that I intentionally got rid of. Like,
Yeah.
I don't have a one that got away, and I'm so sorry that you do, but no, like, just no. Like, I remember him, like, going on and on to me for like an hour one time, and I was like, buddy, no, I'm afraid not.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's the entirety of our dating and relationships videos, finally. So up next, we have more to talk about, but I'm going to pause and,
Got another video.
yeah, so give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right. Thank you guys for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. 3 parts of dating and relationships. I hope it wasn't boring or anything. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow our socials. I know I haven't been saying that in the other videos, but I've been kind of trying to rush to get back to the screen because we didn't expect these to turn into 3 videos. But yeah, so just let us know what you think, and follow us on everything, and comment and subscribe and like this, and I will see you guys tomorrow.